Hello! I don't know why I keep doing that now, it's stuck in my head. Hello everyone. Welcome to Thinkbox. I did it again, it was going to be no filter, fucking done with this. I know I'm back really soon, what's going on? I realised after I made the other video, I was like, damn, I need to put about Borderlands in the pinned comment. And then I started thinking again, I was like, damn, I need to do a whole nother video. First of all, I've come to the conclusion that I need to change the schedule to one video a day, which a lot of people like anyway. I think that was what caused the level out in sub loss. One of them was deactivated channels, because I checked my, analytics, and it's like, deactivated channels 26 this month, and it's been like that every month, because YouTube occasionally clear out channels that have just been made and abandoned. And yeah, I think that was kind of the reason that a lot of people were actually unsubbing, is because I uploaded so much, which is whatever, it helps me now anyway, doing one a day. But I'm going to go down to one a day. The only problem with that is, and why I went to 3 a day, is because I make so much, or at least made so much. I'm finding it much more difficult, hence it balances itself out now. You know what, I'm going to have an M&M mid-episode, try and stop me. Oh no. Hope you don't think that was supposed to be really cool or anything, because it weren't. So yeah, more than likely going down to one video a day, but again, I only went up because I make so much. Kitten's Corner, Goon Squad, Co-op LPs, Tall and the Small. The next thing is about Borderlands 2. I'm thinking of going it alone, because Borderlands 3 is coming. There's no way I'll be able to beat Borderlands 2 in time anyway. I basically got 1 week to try and beat Borderlands 2. Not going to do it. But I'm thinking of going it alone because our schedules are so unbelievably ruined now. Because me and Brad work in the same place, and basically I have one set of shifts. We do the same job essentially. So he does the other ones, and I do the other ones. That made no sense at all. I do basically the first half of the week, and he does the second half. So there's no way for us to get time together other than before shift starts. That gives us like a 2-hour window, but Callum and Connor both basically are in work or start work or finish work as we start work. So it's fucking impossible. We could not be more apart schedule-wise. It's like perfectly aligned to never have time to spend together. It's really sucking at the moment. So I might have to cancel the co-op LPs, but stick with montages. There'll still be Goon Squad montages of us all playing together. Because we can, it's just rare that we'll get time together now. Video length change. When I first came back, I think it was Red Faction, yeah, the Red Faction video. That ended up being like an hour long, and I made it that long because I was like, oh, welcome back to me, you know? So I spent basically a month unable to make videos. And I'm thinking of keeping it again. I did used to make videos that were like an hour long, but when I was trying to fill out 3 slots per day, it was impossible for render times. But considering I'll only be doing like 1 video a day now, I think I'm going to change it back to like an hour long. But I like putting out a lot. At the moment it's averaging like 40 minutes. I think 25 minutes is the perfect length. But it's currently averaging 40 minutes. I might try and change it to like an hour. It depends on what mood I'm in. That's the only problem. I don't want to like start a video one day, get 25 minutes in, be like, fuck it, this game, rubbish, stop it, I'm done. And then upload it. But yeah, keep it simple. I'm probably going to go to an hour length, 40 minutes to an hour, which I know some people really like the idea of, so sure, give that a go. If I quit my job, which probably isn't going to be for a while unless I get fired. No comment. But if I go back to full-time YouTube, it will be 25 minutes again, it will be 3 videos a day, and we'll be able to do a lot more group videos. So I won't say it's a temporary change because I want to keep my job, but I will say it's a temporary change because when I do YouTube full-time, it will be that way. Next one. I need requests. At the moment, I will be doing Man of Medan and Blair Witch. I will be getting to those. I just bought Control first, and I'm not sure why. I'll be totally honest. It was just a thing. I was like, I want to do an LP. I got home, and I was like, Control comes out this day. Bam, bought it. Then 2 days later, I finally got to do part 1. So I was 2 days late anyway. And then I didn't even have time to edit that before I got my coach and went away for the weekend. So it was still like 6 days late anyway. And we're currently on part 3. I'll be recording part 4 right after this. But back on subject, I need requests. And I'm going to side rail that again because ADHD brain. I will be playing Fatal Frame and I will be playing Haunting Grounds. If there are any classic... Sorry, that's been in my throat for ages. If there are any other classic horror games you want me to play, let me know. Because I'm very excited to play Fatal Frame. I'm very excited to play Haunting Grounds. Those and Man of Medan and Blair Witch will be played before Christmas. Because I'm very selective. I do want to play loads of games, but I'm very selective at the moment because I'm still working my money out. I'm still getting established. I think the end of September I'll be fully comfortable saving, earning, stuff like that. It'll all be settled then. But, you know, first month was getting into the groove of working. Second month is going to be securing my place in work, I think. Because I'm on probation. It's fucking shit. There's no guaranteed nothing. It fucking blows. That's why also the giveaways and stuff, I may as well talk about this now. I did have talk about work written down, so I'm going to go into it now. But last thing, I need requests. Request games, indie games, any kinds of games, local co-op games, any game in the world, whatever it is. Classic PS1 game from your childhood. Don't care. Request it. I'll do it. Alright? Make a long list. But yeah, I'm going to talk about work. I'm not going to name where I work. I don't know if I've done that already. I don't think I have. I'm going to basically talk about my work because it's even contractually obligated that you can't talk about it online. But if I'm not saying who and where or what, then it doesn't work. It doesn't matter, does it? So, on your bike. Currently, what sucks is our manager is ruthless and very horrible to both me and Brad. She expects the impossible, which I've been told is the retail way, which is fair enough. But the problem is she will reduce your hours. When she wants to fire someone, she will reduce your hours to where it's not even worth working there. So you basically are forced to quit. And I was averaging 3 a week, which was okay. I need 4. But I was averaging 3 a week. And because of last Tuesday, where they had an inspection, and having no one to work the store, despite having no one in to work the store that day, she still messaged us right before we got into work and said, "There's an inspection tomorrow, make it look perfect." The place was a shit tip. And also, she didn't ask any of the day staff to stay on. She never does. She only asks us. And you're expected to stay on for at least 2 hours, prepaid. The person who had the job before me had 290 hours of unpaid work, which she expects, by the way. And we refuse now. We refuse to stay on for free. So she's docked my hours. Oh yes. So I'm now down to 2 shifts a week, which is great for videos. Obviously that means I get more time to record, more time to do things. But the obvious downside of that is less money, which means I can't get the studio sorted sooner, which is what I need more than anything. That's the reason I got the job. I can't get the studio sorted any sooner. It's going to take twice as long because I'm getting half the shifts. And that means less giveaways. It's basically not enough to live, essentially. I'll be earning, after rent, after tax, I'll be earning basically 90 quid a week. And Control was 50 quid. So I couldn't even afford to buy that and do a giveaway copy. That would be my week's money. Over my week's money. Fucking ridiculous. But yeah, work's been real shitty at the moment. I spoke to my manager and she's been brutal, to be honest. She just berates you all the time. Bullies you. Shit like that. But we spoke about my hours. She said we'll see. She wants me to try this new strategy Sunday. So I'll keep you posted on that. I'm going to give it a go. Going to give it me all. Really lame because I really like the job. But in other news, I will tell you that the store is closed. Well, it's not closed. But the store isn't open on Saturday. The night team don't work on Saturdays. So, I have a guaranteed Saturday off each week, so what I'm thinking of doing is making that the new stream day. I'm not sure what I'm going to play, what I'm going to do, but as of recent, because work has been so stressful, I've been spending my Saturdays with friends. We hang out, which is today's Saturday, isn't it? That's also today. Yeah, so as of recent, it's been that. So how is the schedule looking at the moment? Mainly the same, believe it or not. Friday is my me day, which means that's the day that a video should go up, but that's the day I'll be cleaning, shopping, meal prep, you know, also the vegan stuff going well. I told you I do, before you ask about the M&Ms, I told you I do 4 on, 3 off. Also an update to that, in the past 2 weeks I've lost 11 pounds. That's pretty fucking crazy. I look thinner in the face already, don't I? Look at that. Really enjoying it as well, by the way. It just takes a lot of research. I know a lot of people are really intimidated about vegan lifestyle. The meals can be really tasty. Just a lot of people, you know, you don't want to research it and look it up and stuff. Which I understand. Who cares, right? If you're not interested in it, don't worry about it. Don't let people bug you about it either. That pisses me off. Do you. Always do you. Also, because I was getting back into it, things have been taking a little bit longer. Like, I keep spending a lot longer making a thumbnail than usual. Because I just forget. Because I had presets made that I can just tinker and edit with based on the thumbnail. But I forgot kind of all my own guidelines that I set. So, at the moment I'm getting back into it. So, thumbnails are taking a little bit longer. Editing's taking a little bit longer. So, just give me time real quick to get back into it. Also, I did fuck up the long play for Control. Normally what I do is I make a new project on Vegas, and I'll edit the episode, render it, and then leave it there. Then when I've recorded the second episode, I'll drop that in, edit that episode, render it. So then when it comes to the long play, I just delete the outros from the project and then just squeeze it all together. Full LP. But I did fuck up. I deleted the first episode. I could go back and remake it. I suppose I could. So I haven't deleted the footage, I don't think. No, I haven't. So I could go back and remake that, actually. But I also fucked up the no commentary version of Red Faction. The long play. If you want to know how that works as well, this is a master trick, by the way. What I do is when I close it all together to make a long play, I just delete my audio. Great, isn't it? I've got it all set up in my head to the most convenient way possible. The only problem is, though, with a no commentary long play is you do kind of have to watch the whole thing again and edit out parts where you're yakking, which I do a lot. I made a lot of mistakes with that on my, was it Agony no commentary? Didn't I scrap that in the end? I don't know. I did one. I think it was Freedom Fighters. There's a lot of parts where I stood there for like 3 minutes because I was having a rant like, I don't understand why the guys don't follow me when I go over here, but they do. Like, watch this. And then I'll walk to a corner, stand there for a minute, and then walk back. And everyone's in the comments kind of like, why do you shit around so much? I'm like, fuck, sorry, it's no. So there is a little bit more finesse that needs to be done for a no-com long play. But yeah, that's why those were fucked up, because I didn't set it correctly. I didn't sit down and sift through it all, or I didn't, you know, I accidentally deleted episode 1, because I'm getting used to it again. Give me a minute, alright? Also, in case you're wondering, kind of like, again, where's the giveaways or the upgrades, because nothing has changed here, and there also hasn't been a giveaway. Borderlands 3, as it's my first ever job, it's my first time, you know, doing anything, earning my own money, as they say in the normal world. As it's my first time doing that, because I lived off YouTube money and donations before. As it's my first time earning real money, I treated myself and I saved up for the Borderlands 3 Waste Your Money edition. And it is. It's the same price as a PS4. It's absolutely ludicrous, but I wanted something for me that just, I don't know, just kind of buy myself something that I can remember was like, wow, even if I don't keep the job, even if anything like that, I did a thing and earned that myself, I suppose. And if you're wondering where the rest of it went, round about this time, which is right now, Vegas Pro editing software. Can I pull this out? I could probably show you right now. I was using Vegas Pro 15, as you can see right here. I figured I'd do this just so you understand. When Vegas Pro opens, you get this. Vegas Pro 17, I didn't get 16, but Vegas Pro 17 was on super offer from $700 to $249, and I had just paid for Borderlands 3, which is like about the same price as this. I think it's £219. So I was saving up quite a bit of money, and then this was dropped on me, and it's valid until my birthday, which is 3 days from now. And I was like, well, shit, because obviously if I don't get that, it's going to be 700 quid normally. So I've bought this and Borderlands 3, and it was completely unintentional because Borderlands 3 was, you know, the release date. Hang on, the Borderlands 3 release date was closing in fast, and then that was dropped on me at the same time, and I was like, uh-oh, that's bad. But I did buy Vegas Pro 17. If you watch the negative atmosphere video that I just put up, you can see my face cam flickering a little bit, and I wanted to say it's given me a bunch of different options editing wise and rendering, both for quality, for efficiency, for editing, and it's all really good. So I will be tinkering a little bit, so if some things don't come out right, just give me a chance and give me some feedback. You may notice the well, at least I did when I was editing it, I changed a couple settings that made colors more vibrant. It wasn't an editing effect, because I could have just done that. But I changed basically, it's essentially an entire color map, and it made the chair look more orange, it made me look a little bit better. But when I rendered the video, I noticed some flickering. If you watch the face cam in that video, it goes like bright and then it flickers off a little bit. So I'm going to be tinkering around. I don't know if I'll stick with that. I don't know how noticeable that was, or if it was really distracting. If it's not, I'll leave it, because the colors are much more vibrant and fleshed out, and it was really nice. But if the flickering a little bit is too distracting for people, then I'll scrap that. But as you know, I'm an absolute quality hog. I can't help myself. The second I find a way to make things look better quality, I will. And Vegas Pro 17 brought lossless, which is virtually unnoticeable to the naked eye if you're not looking for it. But to me, it's pretty big. In case you're wondering what lossless is a method of recording or editing or whatever where the codec essentially loses no quality, hence the name. It's normally rendered out in a format that nothing can understand, which is hilarious, because like I rendered it and Windows whatever player they use now, Films and TV I think it's called, it basically was just a black screen, and I was like, oh dear. So I had to open FLV to actually see it, but it looks good. It looks good. And I uploaded it as well. That's the one you've got, the lossless version, which is kind of pointless because YouTube will put it in its own codec anyway. But I compared the file size of the lossless version to the preset I usually use, and it was like 6 times the size, and it made me happy. It made me very happy. I've been wanting to record in lossless for so long, but it is big. But yeah, that's pretty much all I got for you. Got Vegas, got Borderlands, schedule's going to 1 video a day. The Goon Squad's going to be spread out a little bit, and it's probably going to go to just montages rather than in Let's Plays because we can't get together to finish them. Video length change, yep, that'll be like I said, about an hour now. I'm going to go up to about an hour. I need requests, any games, doesn't matter what, when, where, or why. It can be anything you care about or just want to see me experience, I don't care. Kitten's Corner is on ice. Did I forget to talk about this? I think I did. Kitten's Corner is currently on ice as well, just like the Tall and Small. Not for the same reasons though. Kitten's Corner's on ice because we don't really have the money. I went up to see her recently. That was what the coach trip was for when Control came out. I went up to see her recently, but getting her here is a little more difficult because she has a lot of pets. So it's hard to find someone to look after them while she's down here. So it's a little bit harder to get her here to record Alice than it is for me to just hop up there. So that's currently why that's on ice. Because I don't think I'll be able to see her for a couple more weeks. I've offered to pay for a ticket, but again, it's still finding someone to look after the pets. It's not even that. But yeah, I've talked about work. I've talked about the day off stream day, which will be Saturdays. Yep, it will be Saturdays. Blair Witch and Man of Medan, they'll be played. I fucked up the Control long play, and I fucked up the no commentary for Red Faction. I'll be playing Fatal Frame and Haunting Grounds, and I bought Vegas Pro. That's everything. Alright. I have to go down my own list. Thank you guys so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and the bell picture, Discord, and subscription. I love you all, and I'll see you next time. Stay classy, guys. If I've missed anything, or you have any questions, just ask.